Hi friends, Diana here and welcome to my channel. My channel is all about sewing and having fun no matter where you are in life. And where I am in life right now is the back of a camper because we're in the middle of a move. That's okay. I get to sew and I enjoy doing it and I love sharing it with you as I go. Today we're working on something fun and you may be wondering what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a jumpsuit straight out of prison. Just kidding, the thrift store. I got this jumpsuit at the thrift store because it jumped out at me. I love stripes. I love oversized. And the top part of this looks so cute. There's this little, I'm going to take this waistband off. The top of it looks so cute, but together I can't fit. My torso is very, very long. So it just looks a little funky. And the bottoms, I'm going to step on the stool because you can't see the bottoms all the way, but you can see them now. The bottoms are really cool. They're wide leg, but again, too short for me because this is pulling them up so much because I have a long torso and this just looks ridiculous if I was to wear it like this. I'd have to walk around like hunchback. Hey guys. Anyway, so what we're doing today is we're going to split up this beautiful jumpsuit into a two-piece. Can I do it? I don't know, but we're just going to go for it and figure it out as we go because that's what we do. And that's the beauty about sewing, that you can just figure it out as you go and hopefully it works out. Now the top is going to be super easy. All I'm doing is I'm going to detach and hem because I like the feel of it, but I think oversized and baggy and open would be super cute. So we'll see how that looks with high-waisted jeans. And then I'm going to add a waistband to the bottoms and see how that looks. And we'll go from there. All right, let's get started. And first things first, I need to clean up my table. My favorite thing to sew is clothing, garments. But I've been trying to step out of my comfort zone and work on a quilt. You have no idea how long I've had this quilt. You actually do because I think I talked about it on a video past. I've been working on this quilt for a while and I've got some blocks. I'm getting there. I cut it all out and then I started sewing it back together. So it's a little pile. So I'm just putting it aside and working on it. I literally work on it probably 30 minutes every once in a while. Like when I have a 30-minute break here and there, I have maybe an hour here and there. And then I just go ahead and work on it and move on. You know, it's kind of fun. The thing about quilting is that it's so much of the same thing over and over again that I sometimes get a little bored. So I don't like to just focus on just doing that all day long. So I'm like, you know what? We'll just do a little bit. And then there's a little piece of zipper here. I never cleaned up after my last sewing project, which was the eucalyptus short. So if you want to find that free pattern, that's another thing I love doing, free patterns. But anyway, all right. So now we can get started now that my table is a little cleared out. And we're going to turn the suit inside out. Now, if you want to hack something, if you want to split it, whatever you want to do, the first thing you want to do is you want to start by figuring out the construction of it. So like, what is it? How is it made? And this is pretty easy because all it has is this seam here in the center, and it's got this elastic that brings it together. You see how easy it is to make like elasticated top? Like if you have a shirt that's really big and you want it to be like scrunch at the waist, all you got to do is add some elastic to it, like stretch it and add it. So easy. But anyway, and then we're going to look for a seam ripper, which last time I mentioned on my last video, I don't really have seam rippers handy, but I did find one. I lose them all the time. I don't know if you are the same way or not. So I'm going to find the back of this elastic. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to rip the elastic out. And then we can actually save this elastic, you know, if we want to use it for something else. Now, if you don't have a seam ripper and you don't have the patience, which sometimes I don't, you really can just like cut it with scissors. But I want to save as much as I can of this. So I'm just kind of trimming it up. By trimming it up, I mean pulling it and ripping it off. Okay, it's kind of hard here at the corner. Gonna get difficult. All right, now we've got our elastic off. We can take off all those strips and we got a nice piece of elastic for another project later. And we've just been, all we have here is we have serged with a safety stitch my bottom of my my two pieces together. They were just safety stitched together. All right, I just checked the time and it's 5:06. I gotta go pick up my son leave here around 5:30. So we're gonna get as much done as we can. and then I'll go get my son, and then I'll do some more. Anyway, what's cool about the safety stitch is that it is a stitch that is nice because it's got a straight stitch and then a serge edge. So it's like straight at the bottom, like a chain stitch, and then a serge at the top. All right. After all that work getting it to open up, I accidentally ripped part of it. So let's just hope it is long enough and it looks cute. All right, once we've opened it all up, we've got our bodice here. And what I really want to do is I want to take it apart here as well, because I want it to just be like an open top where I just wear it open. All right, and then all we're going to do here at the bottom is we're going to fold up and then fold up again. So we're going to do a quarter inch, a half an inch, and then a quarter inch, or however high you want to hem it. So I'm folding and folding, and then I'm going to go and sew that onto my sewing machine. And right here where I ripped it, I'm folding and I'm praying that I'm folding enough that it's going to cover up that seam right there. So we're just going to cover up that rip because it wasn't that big, and we're going to move on with our lives. So I'm going to sew all that. I'm going to steam it, top stitch it. We'll see what the shirt looks like. Now for the bottoms, there's a couple of options. Remember how I said that I liked the way that they fit, except for the fact that I didn't like how high they were. So I wanted to add a waistband. So there's a couple of things that I could do here. I could actually add a waistband, or I could use some elastic and just encase the elastic in the seam, make a seam here, and then it would just be like elastic at the waist. But I have this strap that I can use for fabric for a waistband right here. See how that is basically a waistband right there? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go through all the trouble of unraveling or anything. I'm going to measure out the same width as my pants. See how my pants are this wide? Or just placing it right there. And you can do this with any fabric if you don't have a waistband. Okay, so there it is. Open them wide and make sure they match. And then I'm going to leave a half an inch here. So I'm going to go over, cut it a half an inch extra. So I've got my pants stretched out half an inch extra. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach, first of all, sew this together, right sides together, and sew that together right there. I'm going to do with my first a straight stitch and then my sewing machine, and then you're going to be able to open it up just like this, right? And then this will become my waistband. Before I do that though, I'm going to insert some elastic, and I don't even know what kind of elastic I have on here. I want to do a thicker elastic. Now, I think 2-inch elastic is going to be too thick. It's got to be as thick as this waistband so it will fit in there. So let me search for some elastic and I'll tell you what I'm doing. All right, I found some elastic. This is like an inch elastic, and it's going to fit just perfectly into that band. So I'm going to fit it right into that band. It's going to be the first thing I do. I'm going to go in from one end to the other. And what that's going to do is after I sew that on, that is going to make my waistband go ploop and make it so that it is gathered at the waist. That's it. So easy. So easy. Now, before I do that, I'm still questioning myself if I want to do pockets. Do we want to add pockets to these pants? They're kind of fitted, so are they going to be pockets going to be annoying? But this would be the perfect time to add pockets, and I'll do a separate video on this, on how to add pockets to anything. What you would do is right here, you would measure down, I would say about 2 inches, because I like my pockets to be about 2 inches down from my waist. And I would open up this space. So just like we opened up the waistband, I would use a seam ripper or something and open up this space right here. And then I would put in a pocket. Like, it is so simple. You would just put a teardrop piece that is like as wide as you want it to be. And then you would sew it on to each piece, each side. So this is, you know, you have a front and a back. You would sew it on, and then you would sew those together. Do you want me to go ahead and do that? Maybe I'll do it and I'll post it on a separate video, or I'll post it on this video, or what do we do? Do we want to do it? Do we want a pocket or not? Is a pocket going to work with these pants? Or is it going to be too much bulk? I think it's going to be too much bulk on these pants. That's what I'm worried about. That it's going to feel like heavy because they are fitted. We're going to omit it. But comment below, let me know if you'd like to see a tutorial on how to add pockets to any pants. Anyway, all right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the waistband and I'm going to face them right sides together. And then I'm going to go ahead and sew and create that waistband. And then we're going to attach it to our bottoms. Going back and forth, and then since it's an elastic that's just sticking straight out like that, I'm just gonna fold it out and top stitch it like this. So it's just top stitch down. I'll top stitch it on each side instead of doing a serging, instead of serging it. All right, so I've got my waistband now. So I'm gonna go from the back where that seam is to the front, just kind of stretch it out so I can figure out where my front is here. And then from that front and back, go to the sides and mark those sides because we're going to be attaching to our pants. I'm literally not even undoing that waistband. I'm just attaching it. You could undo it, all of it, and then attach it, but I'm not going to do all that. Okay, so facing right sides together, the back of the pant. Which one's the back of the pant? I think that's the front. Okay, so that's the front, so that's the back. And I'm going to match up that back seam to the back. And I'm going to sew by stretching my band to fit where those points are, like where the sides are, where the front is, front to the front, and then the other side. And I'm going to go over to my serger and just stretch it out and sew it on. So I'm going to stretch this out and sew it on. I'm going to fold my hem here, iron it 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, and sew it on. Sew it in my sewing machine, a straight stitch. And then we're going to see how this turns out. Hopefully it turns out good. And it's not been that long. It is 5:26 right now. I pretty much have to head out to go get my son. So I better hurry up. It's actually like 5:29 and I gotta head out in like 5 minutes. So we're rushing this baby. All right, our top is done. We'll have to try it on when we come back. And now our bottoms. Let's move it right over to my baby serger. I say baby serger. It's not a baby. It's my baby. I'm gonna start at the back. We're just gonna pull, sew. Okay, it is 5:32. I gotta get going, but then when I come back, we're gonna try it on. All right, friends, so here is the top. And I think it looks so cute, just unbuttoned. Obviously, if it was unbuttoned, I would wear something underneath it. But then you could also button it up. And if you wanted to, you don't have to wear an undershirt underneath it. But I like to wear a shirt underneath. And what I think it's really cute too, I have this leftover strap. All I have to do is finish off the end. And then I would fit it right through that bottom button area and tie it up, and it'll be like a little string there at the bottom that adds a little bit of something there. I think it looks really cute. I love the style of this top, that it's kind of like a dolman sleeve. I think it's really cute. Okay, let me show you the pants. All right, friends, so here is the pants. I think they turned out so cute. Didn't have to do anything to them. They're long enough now. They fit so nicely to wear with anything that you want to wear them with. I'm pairing them up with a cardigan I made a little while ago. I think it looks adorable. Comment below and let me know what you think. I think I spent like $5 on this jumpsuit, and then I got a cute pair of pants and a cute top just by doing some quick little tweaks. So you can do it too. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss any of my tutorials. Thank you for coming along and going through this journey with me. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, you can do it too. So comment below and let me know what you think, and I'll see you all next time.